There is no official word as yet from the September Celebrations Committee on this year's activities amid the COVID-19 situation, but the idea of these patriotic events taking place as they normally do is slim. One of the biggest activities that attract Belizeans from across the country as well as from the diaspora is the Carnival Road March. It is held annually on the second Saturday in the month of September, which would have been the 12th this year, but the bands are nowhere close to being ready. The defending champion is Soca Mocha.
Carnival, no, I don't know what part. I wish, but we have to do what we have to do. I mean, the crowd together, that might be a problem because Carnival are the biggest event, I believe. We already had ideas and sketch and everything, but we never had nothing because like this thing start in February, March, so. And we usually start, Soca Mocha usually start April, the second week in April, so we never really get as much stuff like that. We just get limited stuff, small things. But the girls then they ask every day.
From early January, meetings with the various junior and senior bands were hosted by the Belize Carnival Association. The last meeting was held in February, and since then, COVID-19 happened and preparations ceased. Earlier this week, Titan's band issued an official announcement to its registered members and followers that it has made the decision to cancel its participation until 2021.
We've started out this year quite bright. We were willing for Slay 2020 with a master class, but it didn't work out, I think. In other words, 2020 ended up slaying us because we had to take a stand as a group and decide, you know what, it's best for us to just cancel out on taking part in Belize Carnival, whether there is or not, because up to now, we don't know if there is any. We have not heard if there's going to be any, and right now it's a bit too late to decide if there's going to be a carnival for 2020.
While all bands had already completed the storylines to their costumes and themes this year, others had purchased some of the initial materials needed, but the finances are not there since the businesses which would sponsor the bands are feeling the economic crunch.
The way things are going, it's impractical and illogical to expect any carnival this year. We're still in a state of emergency. I just read on Facebook just now it will be lifted at the end of this month. However, from June 30th to the second Saturday in September gives no carnival band time to prepare. We of Mother Nature, as usual, we had already done all our designs, our colors for this year's carnival. I had already written the first draft of this story already, but all those things are on hold. We actually sent out letters to sponsors and we had already gotten commitment from some. We are hoping that things get better next year and that things will be improved.
The business community has a lot to do with, taking this big stand as well, because we sent out packages from as early as January and we had some quite good replies, but some had not replied, and when this came in March, surely there's not going to be any reply. So we just decided, it's not going to work out. In many ways, we have a lot of tourists, Belizean Americans coming in, they have all, we had people who registered 142 registered members already this year, and, people had paid in full for a costume for Frontline, which is our most expensive costume. So, it's a lot of things that went into the final decision. It can't happen because we're not allowed to travel to buy anything. We're not hearing positive remarks from most other sponsors. So, it's not going to work.
They just don't tell we no money, no day. They did too much for the COVID-19, so, and I can't blame them. The people like come first and Belizean come first. No money, no day. No money, no day.
When we reached out to the president of the Belize Carnival Association, Patrick Thompson, today, he said that he has not yet been able to meet with NICH President Satna Badrani for a final decision on what is going to happen. He echoes the sentiments of the band leaders, saying that Carnival 2020 is not possible.
I must say, it don't seem as if though we'll be having a Carnival 2020 due to this pandemic. And I say this because we have to understand that the pandemic brought an economic crisis on the entire country and, as a matter of fact, the whole world. And most of these bands, as well as the association, we get sponsorship from the business community, and the business community are taking a lick. So I am saying that at this time I don't see a Carnival 2020.
So Kamoka Carnival is a no-no. Please don't just bring no last minute thing for away because they happen. No money no there, no sponsor no there.
Dwayne Moody for News 5.